Why does it seem like everyone is hating on Hailey Bieber all of a sudden? She's always been a bit of a controversial figure, even before the drama with Selena Gomez, and there's so many reasons for that. So in this video, we're going to be counting down the top 10 times Hailey Bieber angered the entire internet. Number 10, Brownie glazed lips. Hailey Bieber faced a ton of criticism after she made a TikTok talking about a specific makeup look she called brownie glazed lips, which is basically brown lip liner with a clear lip gloss over the top. In the video, she used products from her own beauty brand called Rhode. So what's the problem with this kind of makeup and why was it making people so angry? Well, Hailey was called out for appropriating a makeup technique that's predominantly been worn by women of color since the 90s. Naturally, her video led to an influx of white influencers recreating the look and crediting her as their inspiration. As the trend took off, it became clear that this was going to be another case of the so-called boxer braids that was popularized by Kim Kardashian. The discourse surrounding this phenomenon is hardly new. In fact, it's part of a larger conversation concerning cultural appropriation in beauty practices, especially when it comes to trends that are popularized by TikTok and touted by influencers and celebrities. Although some people have argued that Hailey never specifically claimed to have invented the look, they do say that the only real issue would be that she didn't credit the origins of the look. Number 9, the Call Her Daddy podcast. As you would have expected, this episode was hugely popular because Hailey came through with quite a few bombshells. She came on the show to clear up the rumors that she stole Justin from Selena. She said, "As a woman, I would never want to get into a relationship with someone and be engaged to them and be getting married to them and be thinking in the back of my mind, I wonder if that door was really closed. I know for a fact that the reason we were able to get back together was because it was very much completely closed." She explained that a lot of the hate she gets comes from the perception that there was infidelity involved. To this day though, the exact timeline is still debated, considering that many fans think Selena and Justin were actually in a relationship when they got back together in 2018. Her comments did not go down too well with fans, of course, simply because of how much she talked about Selena. One user wrote, "The most disrespectful and annoying thing about the Hailey Bieber interview is the Call Her Daddy girl not referring to Selena Gomez by name. That's weak and silly." Number 8, Nepotism Backlash. Hailey faced backlash for her response to being called a Nepo baby. While some stars have seemingly accepted the label and acknowledged they were privileged in that aspect, Hailey has done the complete opposite. As we all know, she's a daughter of actor Stephen Baldwin, who is also related to William and Alec Baldwin, so she was born into a family of stars, and that has undeniably fast-tracked her success. Some have also argued that her marriage to Justin Bieber also brought her the fame that she has now. Not too long ago, Hailey invited Gwyneth Paltrow on an episode of her YouTube show Who's in My Bathroom, and the two of them discussed the topic, given that they both come from famous families. Gwyneth made the questionable claim that she's had to work twice as hard as someone without her connections. Hailey, of course, agreed with her statement that celebrities like her and Gwyneth have it harder in the industry than regular people. These comments came off as extremely tone deaf, and it really set the internet against her. Many fans have since called her out for essentially refusing to acknowledge how she got where she is today. Number 7, ignoring her guests. Hailey has had many guests on her YouTube series Who's in My Bathroom, but in May of 2021, she was accused of being rude to one of the people that she had on the show, Addison Rae. The two of them made sandwiches and sundaes while talking about their lives. At one point, Hailey asked Addison how she deals with privacy as a social media influencer, especially when it comes to her romantic relationships. In response, she becomes a little emotional and explains that she's had to learn to keep her love life private over the years. But viewers noticed that while Addison is talking, Hailey seemed to be focused on her food more than anything else. Even though the topics were pretty dark, she would be making silly faces while pouring sauce over her ice cream or spraying whipped cream right into her mouth. When the criticism really amped up, she explained that her show is meant to be lighthearted and said, "I just didn't want it to get too intense or too deep. I never want someone to come on Who's in My Bathroom and feel like I'm trying to pry information out of them or get them to talk about a subject that could potentially be sensitive or uncomfortable just for the sake of views." Number 6, fan behavior. In response to the drama between Hailey and Selena Gomez, fans were able to dig up some evidence that proves Hailey was a Justin Bieber fan for years before they actually got together. Someone found a video that dates all the way back to 2012, which shows Hailey following Justin around while he was meeting fans. In the clip, you can clearly see a young Hailey in the crowd trying to get close to him, while he was busy signing autographs and meeting other people. The comment section under that post was filled with people that were trying to decipher what was going on. One person wrote, "It's funny because it looks like she wants to have a moment with him where he sees her and would talk to her because they've met before, but she couldn't get close." Which must be true given that the two of them were first introduced in 2009, so at the time of the video they would have met before. Apart from that, Hailey would also tweet about his relationship with Selena and how much she shipped them as a couple. In a deleted tweet from 2011, she wrote, "I don't care what anyone says, but Justin Bieber and Selena Gomez together is the definition of a teenage dream." So it seems as though she was slightly obsessed with him in her younger years. Number 5, argument on Live. In a Facebook Live, Justin and Hailey can be seen sitting on a couch answering questions about his Lyme disease diagnosis. They get asked whether or not he's scared about the diagnosis, and even though the question was directed at Justin, Hailey decides to answer for him instead. Midway through her response, he then cuts her off and says, "She was asking me." What follows is a long silence, and they eventually break into a bit of an awkward laugh. Justin says, "They're asking me because it's my Lyme disease. It's not your Lyme disease." In response, Hailey says that she's the one who's been going to all his doctor's appointments with him. But Justin then cuts her off again and says, "Listen here, woman." After that, they decided to end the live stream, but not before Hailey made a sarcastic comment about his attitude. All in all, it's pretty obvious that that was a very tense moment in their relationship. There were also several other moments that made it seem like they were really going through it as a couple. Months later, another video emerged of Justin telling Hailey to stop touching him and respect his personal space. So there was a lot of signs that they were not getting along together. Number 4, arranged marriage. In 2020, Justin sat down with Demi Lovato on the Ellen DeGeneres show and talked about how he met his wife. He said, "I think because she was raised Christian and they found out that, I think it was an arranged marriage. I'm pretty sure." Looking back now, it was definitely an arranged marriage. He explains that since Hailey was raised Christian, her dad Stephen Baldwin decided to introduce them because he thought that they would share similar values and believe the same thing. Justin said, "It was definitely an arranged marriage now that I'm thinking about it." And even though Demi Lovato laughed it off and clearly thought that he was joking, Justin just kept on repeating how he realized it was an arranged marriage. Of course, he was only playing around, but a lot of fans have taken this interview as proof and totally run with it. In fact, there's been a ton of videos posted where people tried to use this to explain how their marriage was completely set up. Most people know that their first meeting was back in 2009, and it was actually all captured on film, so everyone can judge for themselves whether or not they think it was an arranged marriage. Number 3, drop the mic. In the midst of the recent internet feud, it wasn't long before a video resurfaced of Hailey in 2017 when she was a host on Drop the Mic. In the video, her co-host Method Man could be heard saying that the next battle will be full of the meanest lyrics about a celebrity since Taylor Swift's last album. Then the camera cuts to Hailey, who points a finger at her mouth and pretends to gag at the mention of Taylor's name. A lot of fans have took this as an attack on the singer and accused Hailey of continuous mean girl behavior, seeing as this video was from more than 5 years ago. This was one of the biggest ways that Selena hit back online. She was obviously very upset by the clip and took it seriously. She left a comment under the video saying, "So sorry, my best friend is and continues to be one of the best in the game." Interestingly enough, Hailey and Taylor have both been involved in drama over the years, either with social media or other celebrities, but neither of them actually had direct problems with the other. That's why the clip was so confusing to a lot of people, because the two of them were said to be on good terms at the time. Number 2, talking to Selena's fans. While she was on the Call Her Daddy podcast, Hailey also addressed all the hate that she's been getting from fans. She was asked if Justin or anyone in their inner circle has ever asked Selena to try to put a stop to all the hatred. In response, she said that she has no expectation of Selena doing that, but if that was something she felt was necessary, then that would be amazing. She also recalled the moment that fans stood outside the Met Gala in 2021 and screamed Selena's name while she and Justin walked the red carpet. Hailey said, "Yes, I could hear everyone screaming. I think there's a certain part of you that just has a numbness. It was disrespectful to me, to my relationship. It just was, period, the end. But I think I've endured so much disrespect, and I still do to this day, that there was a part of me that was just like, another day, another negative slave." Hailey then hopped on TikTok to issue a direct message to all the people that were trolling her on social media. She said, "Leave me alone at this point. I'm minding my business. I don't do anything. I don't say anything. Leave me alone, please. That's my only request. Be miserable somewhere else." And coming in at number 1, pushed Selena off of social media. This is definitely what turned the internet against Hailey more than anything else. It was the idea that she essentially bullied Selena Gomez off of social media. When the drama reached an all-time high, the singer posted a picture of herself on Instagram, and she made a video explaining why she was going to be leaving the platform. She said, "I'm very happy. I'm so blessed. I have the best friends, the best fans in the whole world, and I just couldn't be happier. And I'm good. I love the way I am. I don't care. I'm big. I'm not. I don't care. And yeah, I'm going to be taking a second from social media because this is a little silly. I'm 30. I'm too old for this." She then went on to also delete her TikTok account. In the comments section of her post, fans united in her defense. One person wrote, "So sad that you have to take a break from social media and delete your TikTok just because of these mean girls." It was at this point when fans really seemed to pick sides between the two of them. While Selena's Instagram was flooded with supportive comments, Hailey Bieber's was witnessing a completely opposite reaction. So what do you guys think about everything on this list? Please let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next video.